Hello everyone, I'm teacher Sherry. But today I'm not teaching English, I'm teaching sword dance. So you may wonder, why do I teach sword dance instead of English? First of all, I will teach sword dance in English. So if you want to learn English, you can still learn it through my tutorials for sword dance. And second, my targeted audience can also be foreigners, because I want to spread our Chinese culture, our Chinese classical dance to all of the world. So I want more people in other countries to know about our dance, our sword dance. And the major reason, of course, is out of my love for sword dance, for Chinese classical dance as a whole. And so it's quite a journey. I will try to make it short. As a kid, I started dancing as early as 3 years old, so I had my passion for dancing like for almost my entire life. And I learned Latino dance. At that time, it was so popular among kids, so I learned Latino dance for about 4 or 5 years. However, I had to come to a halt because of my study. And then I rediscovered my love for dancing when I was in university. And at that time, I had a chance to try all kinds of dance, like hip-hop, jazz, and belly dance. I've learned belly dance for about 5 years. However, the moment I touched Chinese classical dance, I fell in love with it immediately. I just felt so resonated with it. I like the aesthetics of the dance, because it just makes dancers so elegant and flow like water. So I like the flow of the dance and the elegance of the dance. So that's when I started to learn Chinese classical dance. And from the start of last year, my husband bought this sword for me as New Year gift, and I immediately fell in love with sword dance as well. You know, it's one variation from Chinese classical dance, but it combines with some kung fu elements. So it's not real kung fu. You cannot really fight somebody with this sword dance, but it's very aesthetically pleasing, and it helps make your body strong, help you become more confident, and it also makes you look very elegant because it's a dance. So in all, I can say I have some foundation for dancing, and it will be a tutorial for amateurs, for freshmen who just know this dance, who just start to learn this dance. So my tutorial would not be hard. I would try to explain as thoroughly as I could to make sure that all of you can enjoy it. So in this first lesson, I will not start teaching dance. I will start explaining some terms in sword dance. So I think the first term I'm gonna explain is chen and ti. So English translation could be sink and lift. So as you can see, it is bend your spine and lift your chest. However, it's not driven by your muscles. Actually, it is led by your breath. So you need to combine your breath with the actions. So chen and ti are the universal foundation for all Chinese classical dance. Yes, there are many types of Chinese classical dance. So chen and ti are the basics for all Chinese classical dance. So breathe. First, you breathe out. When you breathe out, you are doing this chen, this sink. So sink and breathe in. When you breathe in, your chest is full of oxygen, right? It's full of air. So you will naturally lift your chest, and your back will be straight. So then breathe out, and then breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So this is chen and ti, sink and lift. sink, and lift. And it can be a bit hard if you have a very hard spine. So actually help make your body more flexible, help make your spine more flexible, and help release the stress on your back. So if you do it on a daily basis, it's very healthy for you. Chen and T, sink and lift. Why it's important is because when you do any movement, like you are using sink and lift. Like sink when you go down and lift when you go up. So sink and lift. So it's like running through all your movements. That is breath. And second term is about our sword dance. Is 剑花. And there's no direct translation, so my translation is sword flower, the literal translation. Because when you move it, it really likes a flower, it looks like a flower, right? So 剑花 has many types as well. But first, if you bought a sword, you can just try to turn it. So you can turn it forward, turn it backward. Just try to be familiar with it, because there are a lot of, circles. When you do sword dance, there are a lot of circles. So just try to play with it. You can just draw a circle from left or from right, or from back to forward, or from forward to back. So it's just so many variations, and there are some basic one. So the first is, if you hold the hair like this, and you drop it. So actually your wrist should not be so stiff. You can relax your wrist, and you drop you drop the sword, and you turn. See, I turn. So my wrist is facing you, and then it turns to facing the back. So and draw a circle. So you come back, and you twist again, facing forward, and drop, and facing backward, and draw a circle, and facing forward. So this is drawing circles just on the left side of your body, left side of your body. But actually it's not, you cannot do this when you fight with somebody, because if you drop the sword, that could be very dangerous if someone is attacking you. So usually in Kung Fu, if you're playing with sword, you're using sword, actually it's just hold it straight. So, but it's a dance, So enjoy the flow, enjoy the circles. This is in the front, circles in the front. And if you want to do circle in the back, so you're dropping it behind you, see? You're dropping it behind you. Oh, you hit yourself like that. So you drop it and draw a circle in the back, behind you. And draw back. So your wrist, you turn your wrist back at first. And when you draw a circle, it will face forward, face backward, face forward, face backward, face forward. So this is drawing circles in the back, in your back. And now you combine them. So one circle in the front, one circle in the back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So when you are really familiar with these movements, you can combine them. And the upgrade version is that you use your body to turn. So it will be like this, and it will be easier for you actually. And you can quicken you can speed up and speed up and speed up. So just like that. And it takes time, so be patient. At first, I hit myself many times, and I hit many things in the living room. That's totally fine. So this is 剑花, and they are, backward. And so instead of drawing circles from the front to the end, you can, reverse the circle. So you're dropping it here, and you lift it here. And you drop it. You're dropping in the back, and you push it in the front. So back and front, 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 back and front. And this is also a kind of sword flower. And you can quicken. actually it's called 撩剑 in Chinese, because you're like tipping something, okay? 撩剑, scooping something in the, below and up. Scoop. So this is 撩剑. Okay, another gesture is 盘腕.盘腕 means this is 盘腕. So you are like tossing something, but your wrist is rotating. So actually it's a movement in Chinese classical dance. Actually this is 模手. But if you're holding a sword, it looks like this. So look like this. You're rotating your wrist. So there are some movements like this. So I will show without a sword, and this is the sword, you see. So it's a horizontal circle. You're drawing a horizontal circle with your wrist. So now with the sword, this is 盘腕. Okay, 盘腕 is rotating your wrist. 盘腕. So you can add some movement, add the legs. So this is 盘腕. And what else? And in sword dance, you need some really big movements. So you need to stretch. Your arms, and there are movements like this. So you're drawing circles with your arm. You're drawing circle with your arm. At first, you don't need to go to the details like how the wrists are moving. Or you just try to, draw a circle with your arm. That's why sword dance can make you look very powerful, because your movement is very big. And so just get used to that big movements, and stretch a little bit before you do sword dance. And as for the legs, so I think the usual one is just accompany the 沉按提. You are bending your knees, sweep the gravity, you switch the gravity, you bend and you straight your knees. And sometimes you need to learn this. You need to draw a circle with your feet. So you're circling the stage like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you turn your ankle. You turn your ankle, in a circle. So like this, there is a circle here, and you don't want to touch it. So you touch the brim of the circle, and then you step. So you lift your foot, the left foot, and then turn a little bit. Instead of this, you turn. So you lift and turn your ankle a little bit, and then turn to the center of the circle. And the other leg follows, and again, another leg follows, again. So make sure that every step is like this. So first is the heel touch the ground, and then gradually the toe. So heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. So it's different from walking. Walking we just use the whole feet. But when you walk in dance, you walk like this. So very careful. See, from heel to toe. That's pretty much about today. I hope you have some basic knowledge for Chinese classical dance, for Chinese sword dance, and in the following lessons I will teach you the complete choreography of a sword dance, and hopefully in the end you can learn to play it with the whole song. And thank you for watching. See you next time.